A few years ago, I sat across from a financial advisor in one of those offices that's designed to make you feel a little smaller than you actually are. Nice rug, big desk. He pulled up a colored pie chart on his monitor, turned it toward me, and started talking. And about 2 minutes in, he wasn't talking with me, he was talking at me. And I thought, I'm the one who's going to live with these decisions. Am I sure I want to hand them to him? I didn't sign anything that day, and I haven't signed anything since. I'm 54, I'm single, and I manage my own money. And I have never been more sure of that. For me, that's the right call. So today I want to walk you through 3 things why I considered hiring a financial advisor in the first place, and the 3 honest reasons I decided not to. And then the system I actually use instead, which is simple. And I want to talk about why I think this matters more when you're navigating life solo after 50. Because there's no second income coming in. There's no partner double checking your math. There's just you. Hi, I'm Michelle, and on my channel we talk about creating a peaceful, confident life after 50, especially if you're living alone, traveling solo, or navigating retirement. Solo women over 50 are the exact demographic that the financial service industry markets to the hardest. The ads with the woman looking thoughtfully out of a window, they know we're afraid of doing it wrong. They know that there's no safety net behind us, and they're not wrong about either of those things. And underneath all of it, there's this quiet cultural message that a woman, especially a single woman, needs a man or a man in a suit to handle the money. So when I sat in that office, I wasn't being naive. I was wrestling with something real. Retirement stage decisions are genuinely complicated. The fear of getting it wrong when you're the only one who has to live with it is genuinely heavy. I considered it, and then I said no. And here's the reason why. Number 1, the fees quietly eat your freedom. Most advisors charge what's called an AUM fee, assets under management. Usually about 1% of your portfolio every single year. 1% sounds tiny. It's not tiny. Run that over 30-year retirement, and you're talking about a meaningful chunk of your nest egg. And here's the part that landed for me as a solo person. Every dollar that goes to fees is a dollar that isn't funding my travel or my home or the cushion I want to have when I'm 80 and I want options. There's no second income filling that gap back in. It's just one life, my one pile of money paying for everything. And reason number 2 is no one is more invested in my life than I am. An advisor sees a portfolio, a spreadsheet, a risk profile. They're good people, many of them, but they cannot see what I can see when I look at the same number. I see the trip that I want to take next spring. I see the version of my 60s I'm building towards. And as a solo person, the alignment between who decides and who lives with a decision matters more, not less. I'm the only one in this house. I get to be the one steering. And reason number 3 is outsourcing my money decisions would have meant outsourcing a kind of confidence I have spent my entire adult life building. And at 54, I'm not interested in becoming less capable. I'm interested in the opposite. Every solo woman I admire, every one of them, has the same quiet quality. They know what they have, what it costs to live their life, and they're not waiting for permission. Hiring it out would have moved me in the wrong direction. So if I'm not paying somebody 1% a year to do this for me, what am I actually doing? 4 things, and none of them are complicated. First is a simple portfolio that I actually understand. Low-cost index funds, nothing exotic that I couldn't explain to my neighbor in 2 minutes. The simplicity is the strategy, especially for a solo person. And number 2 is a yearly money date with myself. Once a year, I sit down, I look at everything, what I spent, big expenses coming up. And number 3, a short list of paid one-time experts. I don't go entirely alone. There's a difference between paying someone for ongoing management and paying someone for advice. I pay for advice. I have a CPA that I see at tax time. I saw a trusted attorney once, and I'll see him again if my life changes. I pay for them for their hours and their expertise. I don't hand them the keys. And the 4th, an education habit, not a guru, a few books, some podcasts that don't try to scare me, and conversations with other solo women who are managing their own money. I treat financial literacy the same way that I treat staying literate about my health. It's ongoing, and no one else is going to do it for me. I'm not anti-advisor. I am anti-default. If managing money causes you real anxiety, the kind that keeps you from sleeping, an advisor can be the right call. If the numbers genuinely don't interest you and never will, an advisor could be the right call. And if you're navigating something complicated, a big inheritance, a business sale, a blended family, or a divorce, a good advisor is worth their fees. The point of this video is not to talk you out of getting help. It's to say that hiring it out should not be the automatic answer. You might or you might not. That's a real question. And you get to actually ask it. Living alone after 50 means making 1,000 decisions a year that no one else weighs in on. What to eat, where to go, when to rest, and how to spend a Saturday. Money is just one more of those decisions. The same muscle that lets you book a solo trip, the same muscle that lets you eat dinner by candlelight because you feel like it, that's the same muscle that lets you manage your own portfolio. Confidence in one area feeds confidence in another. The goal here is not to do everything alone. The goal is to know that you can. So I'm not telling you to not have a financial advisor. I'm telling you that a solo life after 50 doesn't have to mean handing the keys to anyone. You've gotten yourself this far, and that's a lot. I would love to hear from you. Do you have an advisor, or are you managing your own money? And how did you decide? Let me know in the comments. And thank you so much for watching.